everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zoe and today I'm going to be doing a video on how I do my dip nails. So this is actually before I've done them. Right now they're this really cute yellow, like kind of like a neon yellow color. So this is like a little fun new habit I guess I picked up over quarantine, and I started with just like a really cheap Amazon kit just so I could learn it. And then after that, like I did my research, found some like different brands online, and then I found this one that I really liked everything about them, called Sparkle & Co. And I'm going to show you like all the products I use to do them. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And if you just want to know how I do my own nails for much cheaper than like a salon would do them, then keep watching. In here I have all of my dip liquids. So I have Sparkle & Co Solidify 3, and I like that they're full sizes. And then we have Sparkle & Co Base Bond, that's the second step. The pH prep is so good, it's the first step. And then the top coat is also really good. And then I'm also just going to use a nail buffer, and the nail buffer is Olive and June. And then I'm going to use a glass nail file. I got this pack from Bona Beauty off of Amazon, and it comes in a pack of 3, and they all come with cases. They all have little like detailing on them. So those are like the tools I'm going to be using. For today, I'm going to do Autumn Skies, and then I'll do Crystal Clear on top of her. And then I have all my liquids. We're going to actually get into the whole nail process. Alright, so I've already prepped my natural nails, and I'm going ahead and applying some pH prep, which basically is just a nail dehydrator, and I'll get rid of all the excess oils that I have on my nails. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with my left hand, and I just apply a thin coat of the base bond onto one nail, and then I just dip it kind of at an angle into the powder I chose to use, which, as I said earlier, this is Autumn Skies. And I make sure to stay away from the cuticles and try and not get any of the base bond on my skin, because wherever I get the base bond, that's also where the powder is gonna stick to. And now you see me going in with a toothpick just so I can clean my edges up a little bit and ensure that I get a nice smooth line all the way around. Alright, so now that I'm done with the first coat, I'm going to go ahead and dust off all the excess powder on both sides of my hand, and I'm just using just a random e.l.f. makeup brush that I bought for like $2 or something. And now I'm going back in and doing the exact same process but with a second coat. And now that I have finished the second coat, I'm again just going back in and dusting off all the excess powder like I did with the first coat. And this time, once I reached the opacity that I liked, which for this color just happened to be 2 coats, I'm going in with my base bond again, and this time I'm putting clear over it. Now this step isn't always necessary. I did it with this because it's a glittery powder that I use, and the clear will kind of just smooth it out, and I just really like the added thickness the clear coat adds to it. So once I finish doing that, I'm going to go ahead and brush off all the excess powder again, just like I did with the other coats. And at this time, I'm going to go in with my step 3 Solidify, and I'm going to apply a generous amount to each nail. And this is basically what causes the powder to harden and allows you to file it and buff out any imperfections. And I'm going to leave that sit for about 2 to 3 minutes. And then I went ahead and did my right hand off camera to speed up the process. And now that I have Solidify on both hands, I'm going ahead and buffing out, making sure the nails are smooth. I'm touching up some of the shaping that I did before. Make sure to get around the cuticles, make sure my lines are nice and even and straight. Alright, so now that I have buffed and found my other hand off camera, I'm going ahead back in with my step 3 Solidify, and I'm adding another coat on. This one, however, just has to sit on for a quick 30 seconds just to ensure that the powder underneath is hard and ready for the top coat to be applied. And now I am adding the glossy top coat onto all of my nails, and I'm gonna do 2 coats of this. The first coat is just like a thinner layer. Dip top coats never dry clear the first coat, so that's why you always have to do a second coat to make sure you get that shine that you want. And I'm making sure to cap my free edge, and I'm also making sure to not get any of the top coat on my nail beds or on my fingers, because then that can later cause like lifting or pulling at the nail. And this is me going back in with the second coat of the top coat. After about letting the top coat rest for 10 minutes, it is done, and this is what the final nails look like.